Hi everyone, thank you for joining me once again. Today we are going to talk about the ancient serpent in the book of creation. The book of creation is a very ancient book that we know existed already in the first centuries. Within Jewish spirituality or mysticism, people are studying it, teaching it, and also writing about it, because this book is considered to be very ancient, and it talks about the different elements and foundations from which the world is being built. And one of the most interesting and mysterious concepts within this book is something called TLI. It might come from the word tel in Hebrew, that is talking about something which is being built on top of something, pretty much like a site in archaeological excavations when you have to dig one layer beneath the other to learn about them. And this tli is known as something that connects the heavens and the earth. Within Jewish mysticism, they viewed the skies and the earth as something which is being divided into different sections. And what we see in the manuscripts of the book of creation from the Middle Ages on, it doesn't mean that it wasn't there before, but these are the ones that survived and that we can study. You can see that they are painting and illustrating the world as something which is lying underneath 7 layers of the heavens. In the middle you have Earth, either as the planet or perhaps the sections of the Earth, and above it you have the heavens. Each and every one of them here is receiving the name of another planet, a different planet, because you have a lot of versions of this. And what you can see in those manuscripts, that you start to see a serpent, an ancient snake, an ancient serpent in the middle of the world, of the cosmos, because the Tli is being described as this element that has a tail and a head. Perhaps it is lying in the 4th section of the heavens, where the sun and the moon are, and it connects the entire creation and allows the creation to keep on being built and to being recreated almost every day, when everything is lying on top of this cosmos serpent, in a matter of speaking. It what allows the creation to keep on standing under the direction of the divine, meaning that every creature is doing what the divine is ordering the creature to do, either if it's the serpent in heaven or the Tli in the book of creation. It stands between the heavens and the earth. It connects the form and the matter and the spirit. It also allows 3 different elements of creation to keep on existing. World, meaning the place, year, meaning time, and spirit, meaning the soul of the person. In some of the illustrations, you can see the serpent just crawling to different sides. In some of them, you can see the Ouroboros, the ancient serpent biting its tail as a symbol of being rebirth. And the Ouroboros at some places is being connected to the Leviathan. The Tli itself, the cosmic serpent, is being connected to different ancient serpents. But the Leviathan that we know from ancient Canaanite mythology and the Bible is an ancient creature. In Canaanite mythology is being put in the deep by goddess Anat, the goddess of war, hunt, and battle. And in the Bible, God is fighting this creature, but also in later traditions, it will become a creature of protection, that from its skin they will build a sukkah, a form of a tent or a house for the righteous people to sit in the end of days in the heavens, and they will also eat the flesh of the Leviathan. So it becomes a protective symbol that you can find in many manuscripts and in synagogues, and sometimes it is connected to the Shekinah, the feminine manifestation of the divine that protects the righteous and the good people. The Shekinah is also the one that is giving birth to the creation itself with the help of the serpent at the bottom of the tree of life, and we talked about this before. Now we know different stories from a lot of cultures and from around the world in which a serpent was part of the creation, and in those manuscripts we see a very special connection between the serpent, which is part of creation, the concept they're talking about and keep on repeating for centuries, and how those two form into a symbol, something that represents the concept and is getting a new meaning and keeps on being illustrated throughout the centuries. If you know interesting stories, symbols, or cultures from around the world, just share them with us. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.